Hotseat. Tonight we're going to give away $1 million to one of these 6 contestants. What do you reckon, yes? Why not? Let's give away a whole lot of money tonight, change somebody's life for the better and have some fun. I hope you enjoy it at home and answer all the questions. Let's get into it, meet our contestants tonight. In seat number 1 we have Sue Barker, not the tennis player but the woman who jumped into Sydney Harbour when the Manly Ferry was bearing down on her boat. At a Blues Brothers show at Universal Studios in the United States, Luke Lamont took over the singing of all of Jake's parts. Graham Little introduced Leighton Hewitt, Andrew Hoy and Diana Pittman all to each other at his stud farm. Animal lover Lucy Drayton owns a rescued racehorse and sponsors a dolphin and a bear. Derek Flynn had ambitions to become a miner but lasted only 2 days because of the isolation. And Shay Maganooney saw what Hotseat can do when a Ballarat primary school received a whole lot of new shoes for the kids. Yeah, I know that. Sue, let's go. Come on. Hello, Sue Barker.
Hi, Eddie. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Sue Barker from?
Jerrabombra.
Jerrabombra.
In New South Wales.
Where's Jerrabombra?
Just out of the ACT.
Near Canberra there. Okay.
Yes.
Executive Assistant with the Masters Builders Association.
Yes.
That's away. How long have you been there for?
10 years in a couple of months.
Good on you. Alistair is your fiancé, getting married in 4 months' time. G'day, Big Al.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you? How did he propose?
Oh, it was very romantic. He actually took me... We met online and he took me back to where we first went to meet up.
Yeah.
And
where was that?
well, at the National Library.
Yeah.
My
There's an exciting first date. Good on you, Al. Just swept her off her feet, huh?
We did
Was he
just
trying
meet
to
there
prove
for
he
a
was-
coffee.
Was he trying to prove he was smart, was he? Or
Something like that.
Yeah,
Didn't
good on you.
work.
Yeah.
But my great-great-grandfather was a very well-known Victorian photographer. He took the very last photograph of Ned Kelly. But he took me to the library to show me some of his photos that were there. And then we went and back and sat in the seats that we'd originally sat in, and he told me how wonderful everything was, and then he just asked me.
Good, Al, I like that. That's magnificent. You've shown that you've actually listened to all the stories about her great-great-grandfather. You've remembered where you had your first date, didn't mix it up with the other one that you were running at the same time. So,
Thanks, Eddie.
good on you, mate, and good luck in 4 months'
Thank
time.
you. Thank
Good stuff.
you.
Give him a big round of applause. Sue and Alistair. 4 kids, Kate, Simon, Dan and Amy. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's win some money in Hotseat. Go! $100. Operating from 1935 to 2001, what was Ansett Australia? A, supermarket chain. B, airline. C, bank. D, law firm.
Okay, Alistair worked for Ansett. So we might lock in B, airline, Eddie. Thank
Airline,
you.
is it really a trivia question already there? Great. Ansett Airlines, original Ansett, who owned Channel 010 as it was in those days.
Yes.
Yep, correct for $100. $200. Who played Dracula in the 1992 film Bram Stoker's Dracula? Bram Stoker's Dracula. A, Gary Oldham. B, Ivor Coffin. C, Willie Wright. D, Drew Blood.
Aren't they clever? I think the only sensible one would be A, Eddie, so I might lock in A, Gary Oldman.
Correct for $200.
Thank you.
Also, it was directed by Francis Ford Coppola and had Winona Ryder, Anthony Hopkins, Keanu Reeves, amongst others, in the ensemble. $300. Things that share many similarities or are the same are said to be cut from the same what? A, pie. B, tree. C, cloth. D, pattern.
I think it might be... I don't think it's pie or tree. I think I might lock in C, Eddie, cloth.
Cloth is in. Cloth is right for $300. $500, Sue, good luck. The island of Martha's Vineyard is a popular holiday destination in which country? A, France. B, USA. C, Germany. D, Portugal.
I have no idea.
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard. Well, of course, there's lots of vineyards in France.
4 seconds, you
But
can
I'll
pass.
pass. Thank
See
you,
you later,
Eddie.
Sue. Bye. G'day, Luke.
Hello, mate.
Luke Lamond from Carlingford in New South Wales, an actor, musician, Bachelor of Music student, 29 years of age. Greg's your mate. G'day, Greg.
G'day, mate.
Welcome to the show. Hey, tell me about the situation you found yourself in at Universal Studios. Suddenly you're one of the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, well, I've grown up loving the Blues Brothers, and whenever we had the opportunity to go to Universal Studios, I'd always go check out the show. And I watched the first show of the day, and I noticed that Jake Blues was not singing to the best of his ability, and I just started piping up in the back, and next thing you know, I got a tap on my shoulder and a mic given to me, and I went up to the top and started singing.
And what happened to the original Jake?
He just stepped aside and started clapping along with the rest of the crowd.
Fair enough. Well played. You cut his lunch beautifully.
Yeah.
Did you sing both kinds of music?
Country and Western.
Thank you very much, Luke. The island of Martha's Vineyard is a popular holiday destination in which country? A, France, B, USA, C, Germany, D, Portugal.
Mate, I got no bloody idea.
10 seconds.
I know there are a lot of vineyards in France.
6, Martha's Vineyard.
Lock in A, France.
France? Can you open up your waistcoat there? What does it say?
New York City.
What do you reckon this place is?
United States.
North of New York City. Martha's Vineyard is in the United States. It's up in Massachusetts, up there off Boston. It's where, up in the Hamptons area, right up there, that sort of area.
I had no
Up where the
idea.
Kennedys hang out.
Oh, well,
Sorry, mate.
what can you do?
Graham,
Eddie,
did you know that one?
I was going to guess USA, but I really didn't know.
Didn't know.
But,
Graham Little from French Island,
That's
which is
right.
another island, but off the coast of Australia, coast of Victoria, more to the point. 60 years of age, father, health politics lawyer and medicinal herb farmer. Andrew's your son. G'day, Andrew.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, mate, you're an old footballer. You used to play for South Melbourne, now the Sydney Swans in the VFL.
Yes, that's right. Back in the old days, wanted to be an AFL footballer, never quite made it.
Yeah, how far'd you get?
I played at Paran for about 5 years and
Yeah.
played with Jono and Kekovic and those guys, so that was pretty exciting.
Did you play in the 78 Paran Premiership in the
I
VFA?
played just about every game as first row and got injured in the lead-up, missed the final.
Ah.
So one of those...
Hard luck stories.
Yeah.
Good on you, Graham. Let's go for 11 questions for $250,000. If you get to the $100,000 question, I'm going to bring Des Tudham in and knock you off your seat. We'll do it right after the break here in the hot seat. Graham Little is in the hot seat, ready to go. $500 question. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, Eddie.
FebFast is a fundraiser that encourages people to give up which of these during February? A, alcohol, B, holidays, C, driving, D, cooking.
Feb fast. Well,
FebFast.
Feb fast. I should know it.
4 seconds, you can pass.
I'm going to pass, I think, Eddie.
See you, Graham. Catch you
Yeah.
later. Hello, Lucy.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Lucy Drayton is from Wellington in Victoria. Where's Wellington, Victoria?
Do you know Ocean Grove?
I do indeed.
5 minutes rurally.
There you go. Receptionist and a nursing student. When will you become a nurse?
I want to become a paramedic. So I'll finish my nurse and then nursing and then do an extra year for paramedics.
Good on you. 21 years of age. Ellie's your sister. Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How's your sis going to go?
Good, I hope.
Let's hope so. You met Brooklyn Beckham.
I did. Did a gap year in London in 2013. We had the school cross country and it was raining and miserable. And then sure enough, he walks past and made my day.
Made your day. Son of David, of course.
Of course. I wish I met him.
David Beckham. What about Victoria?
Oh, yeah, her too.
They weren't
All
there,
the above.
They weren't there to watch him run or anything?
No,
All
mustn't
right.
have been that special.
All right, Lucy, you ready to go?
Yes.
FebFast is a fundraiser that encourages people to give up which of these during February? Alcohol, holidays, driving, cooking.
I would like to lock in A, Eddie, alcohol.
Lock it in. It's correct for $500. $1,000. A person who owes the bank $585,000 on a house worth $1 million has how much equity in that house? A, 415,000. B, 615,000. C, $1 million. D, $1.58 million.
I'd like to pass, Eddie. Maths is not my strong point.
You failed straight away, Lucy. You got 8 seconds. You want to have a good look at it?
No.
You sure?
I have no idea.
Okay. See you later. Bye.
Thanks.
Hello, Derek.
Hello.
Welcome. Derek Flynn from Pascoe Vale in Victoria is a medical review officer with Vic Roads. What does a medical review officer with Vic Roads do?
Well, we get medical reports from people to make sure that they're medically fit to drive.
Okay.
So if you have a condition that could affect your ability to drive, we check them out.
And you happy with the job?
It has its good days, it has its bad days.
Well, because you're not good on a bad day on a job, eh? Because
No.
you flew to Kalgoorlie. You're going to be a miner, make lots of money. How long did you last?
It was about 48 hours.
Yeah, what was wrong with Kalgoorlie?
It was a bit odd, it was a bit scary. I think it attracts a certain kind of person that I'm not.
Not you. And you lived in Scotland for 6 months and the kids in Scotland wanted to punch you up.
Well, just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Derek, are you happy?
I'm ecstatic.
Right, let's get this right. A person who owes the bank $585,000 on a house worth $1 million has how much equity in that house? $415,000, $615,000, $1 million, $1.58 million.
I'm not good at maths, Eddie. Not good at maths.
10 seconds.
Look, I'm going to say A. I'm going to say A, lock in A.
Like in A. What are we teaching in school these days? Equity is the amount of money that you've actually put into the house. If the house is worth $1 million, 585 is what you owe. 1 million minus 585,000 equals
415,000?
correct for $1,000. Ah, yes, Australia, the clever country. What are you doing, Derek? You haven't got your phone with the calculator on it?
Don't have any kind of phone on me right now, unfortunately.
No. Well, hopefully not, otherwise we have to disqualify you. This for 1,500. Launched in the UK in the late 1950s, Scalextric is a brand of what? A, slot car sets. B, model aircraft kits. C, jigsaw puzzles. D, electronic kits. Scalextric.
I think I'm going to have to pass, Eddie.
Passing.
Yep. Bit before my time.
38.
Just
10 seconds. Out.
slot car set, model aircraft, jigsaw, electronics, scale electrics. Passing.
We have to. Ran out of time, Derek. Get off. See you, mate. Hello, Shay. Shay McInerney from Ballarat.
Yes.
Ross is your husband. G'day, Ross McInerney.
Eddie,
How are you, buddy?
good, going good.
Good to
thanks.
see you, pal. Home duties, graduate primary school teacher, photographer, 3 kids, Ned, Jackson and Kane, 3 boys.
Yes.
They keep you busy.
Very, very busy.
Very busy. Now, tell me, you were at the school at Ballarat where Bree, who won all the money
Yeah.
on Hotseat, and we went up there and we actually presented all the kids who needed school shoes because she said she wanted to win money to give the kids school shoes.
Yep.
And we not only did she want to put the money in, but Hotseat found a sponsor and away we went and looked after them.
And it was fantastic. And I was actually doing my last placement in Bree's class, and she said, oh, you know, everybody needs to watch Millionaire tonight, and I'd forgotten and watched halfway through the end, and yeah, then you guys all came down and the kids were so excited. They were excited for the whole 6 weeks I was there. It was really good.
It was great stuff. And we have to thank Blundstone, who were the magnificent sponsors. We We put the show to air when Bree won the money, and Steve from Blundstone rang me the next morning at 7 o'clock on the Triple M Hot Breakfast Show in Melbourne and donated all the shoes for the kids. And they just had a great day, didn't they?
Oh, they did. It was fantastic. They were so excited to see you too.
Oh, thank you, Shane. It's great. It was a wonderful thing to be part of. One of the happiest things I've had in my TV career being involved in. It was wonderful. Shay, in the meantime, launched in the UK in the late 1950s, Sky Electric is a brand of what? Slot car sets, model aircraft kits, jigsaw puzzles, electronics kits.
Okay, I'm tossing up between A and D. And I think I'll lock in A, please, Eddie.
Lock in A. I dreamt of having one of these Sky Electric sets. They were magnificent.
Okay.
Slot car sets for $1,500. Yeah, Sky Electrics, they were the ones with the little guns you had, and around they went. It was fantastic. Hornby Hobbies now owned the Sky Electric brand, which, of course, they ran the model train manufacturing as well. So, great stuff. Shay, $2,500. We're going to do it right after this in the hot seat. 8 questions to go. Come on, Shay. Let's win $250,000.
Yes, let's.
This for $2,500. Instead of a word, Oxford Dictionary's word of the year 2015 was a what? A, number. B, emoji. C, sound. D, logo.
Okay.
2015.
I'd like to lock in B, emoji.
Locked in and correct for $2,500. Do you know which one it was?
No.
It was the emoji with the face with tears of joy, which was the most frequently used emoji of 2015.
Okay.
All right, it's $4,000. In the 1989 film Back to the Future Part 2, Marty McFly wears what brand of self-lacing shoes? A, Adidas. B, Reebok. C, Converse. D, Nike.
Nike is jumping out at me. So it's Reebok. I'll lock in D, please, Eddie.
Nike's in. Nike's correct for $4,000. And on the 25th anniversary in October 2015, Nike marked Back to the Future Day by making a real pair for Michael J. Fox, the star of the show, and announcing plans to market the shoes.
Wow.
So there you go, $6,000.
Okay.
Joanna Spiri, the author of the classic children's book Heidi, was what nationality? A, German. B, Swedish. C, Austrian. D, Swiss.
Swiss was what popped into my head when I saw the word Heidi. My niece is called Heidi. I'm going to lock in D, Swiss, please.
Lock in D, Swiss. What's your niece's name?
Heidi.
Heidi, not Heidi.
I've got another niece, Heidi. Heidi and Heidi.
Heidi and Heidi. Are they spelled similarly? Or?
Heidi's Haydee.
Uh-huh. Is that a made-up name?
No, my great-grandmother was Heidi Louisa.
Heidi Louisa. And what about Heidi? Is she Swiss?
No. Oh, she was, yes, I think.
Yeah, well, this one was correct for $6,000. Yeah, 4 in a row. Written by Spiri in 1880, Heidi's the story of an orphan girl living with her grandfather in the Swiss Alps.
Yeah, I loved it.
You
I did
read
love
the book?
it. I watched it. They made a show of it, I'm sure, too.
Good on you. Now, tell me about you and your family, about to head off on a trip around Australia for 15 weeks.
It's going to be great fun. We've got the caravan and we're heading up the middle of Australia and
A
down
caravan
the west coast.
with Ross, go Ross,
Eddie.
and the 3 boys
Yeah.
for 15 weeks.
and 5 may not come home.
Ned is 11, Jackson's 9 and Kane is 6.
Yes.
How are they going to be excited about 15 weeks off school,
Well, I
wouldn't they?
think they don't understand the significance of it. So they keep asking, are we going on, you know, the theme parks? And we're like, well, no, there's no theme parks this side, but it'll be fun.
So we're going to go from Melbourne up through South Australia, up
Yeah.
Alice
I think
Springs.
Renmark, Cooper Pedy, Port Augusta. Oh, is Port Augusta that way?
Yeah.
I'm not very good with geography.
Oh, well, you got part of the way.
Right up to the top, and then through Kakadu, and then across, and we'll come down the west coast.
Great stuff,
End up
Shane.
in wine region.
Good luck. Ross, good luck.
Thanks,
I hope you two survive. $10,000. What is the major coffee producing state of the United States of America? A, Hawaii. B, California. C, Texas. D, Florida.
I have no idea.
Major coffee producing state of the USA.
Florida's where they all go to retire, isn't it? Hawaii.
Coffee. 10.
It's a guess. I'm going to say B, California.
Lock in California. I'm sorry, Shane, that was Hawaii. Yeah. Needs high altitude and tropical climate and rich soil.
Okay.
So Hawaii is the only US state inside the tropics, home of the valuable Kona coffee variety there, the Kona.
Okay.
Shay, good luck with the trip.
Thanks.
Good on you. See you later. Good on you, Sue.
Hi, Eddie.
Sue, there's lots of money to be won. 4 questions for $100,000. We'll do it right after this in the hot seat. 4 questions to go for $100,000. Sue Barker, you ready for 10 grand?
I'm ready.
Go on, Sue. Derek, you can win 10,000. Lucy can win 20,000. Graham for 50 grand. Sue for 100,000. Good luck.
Okay.
Which of these is the correct English spelling for a type of soft Italian cheese? A, mascarpone. B, mascarpone. C, mascarpone. D, mascarpone. 1's right, 3 is wrong.
Well,
3 are wrong, 1 correct.
I think, Eddie, I don't think it's C or D. No, I think it might be D. I think
6.
I'll lock in D. Thank you, Eddie.
D?
Yes.
Locked in. No, so it was B, mascarpone, yeah. Soft cream cheese often used in desserts, mascarpone.
Never mind.
Sue, thank you.
Eddie.
See you
Thank
later,
you.
bye-bye. Hello, Graham Little.
How are you, Eddie?
I'm well. Mate, you're a chance to win $50,000.
Exciting.
You also did the great walk to Beijing with Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, look, that was pretty special and pretty taxing, but yeah, we're all a bit nervous when we first came in touch with Olivia. She hopped on the bus and off we went. And when we first had a need for a toilet stop, Eddie, China is not that advanced, and the girls went into their side and the boys went in the other side, and we were waiting for the girls to come out, and where were they? Anyway, next thing we see, Olivia's got these long tissues coming out of her nostrils and hopped on the bus and kept them in for the next 10 minutes. So she really broke the ice, and
Everyone
it was
just
an amazing
enjoyed her
experience.
wonderful company.
Yeah, they're pretty smelly, those toilets.
She's a wonderful person, Olivia Newton-John.
Oh,
What she's
incredible.
done with the Olivia Newton-John
Incredible,
Cancer
yeah.
Hospital is just sensational. Andrew's your son. G'day, Andrew.
Eddie.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good mate.
Is he going to win?
Yep, definitely.
Definitely.
Good on you.
All right, let's go, Graham.
My
For
son
50
won 20 grand, actually. So
This one?
My other son. My
The other
oldest
son?
Yeah, pressure's on, Eddie.
All right, well, geez, you guys just turn up and win the money. Let's go. $10,000. Continuing Stieg Larsson's Millennium series, The Girl in the Spider's Web is a 2015 novel by who? A, James Patterson. B, Frederick Backman. C, David Lagerkrantz. D, David Baldacci.
Wow. Definitely don't know it. Millennium series. James Patterson, Girl in the Spider's Web. Stieg Larsson. Who?
10.
I'm going to go for C, Eddie.
Locked in.
Not Conqueror.
Correct, for $10,000. Yeah, the book follows on from the girl who kicked the hornet's nest and is the first in the series not written by Larsen, of course, died. Like Larsen, Lagerkrantz is also a Swedish journalist, which means, Derek, you've missed out, mate. Thank you very much for being here on the show.
No.
Lucy, you can still win $20,000. Get this right, Graham, you win $1,000. You ready?
Ready to go.
Here we go. Who performed the theme song for the 1997 James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies? A. Sheryl Crow. B. Gwen Stefani. C. Alanis Morissette. D. Jewel.
Well, had a famous,
97.
famous husband, but A, didn't she? Gwen Stefani, Alanis, Jewel. Never dies. Well, give me another semi-guess. Tomorrow Never Dies.
1997.
1997.
15 seconds.
13.
10.
Sure. Well, I keep thinking Sheryl Crow, so I just have to keep going with that thought, I think, Eddie.
Correct. Lock one in.
A.
Locked in with the second on the clock. Great. Don't leave it. Well, you did leave it at the last second. Sheryl Crow, whose famous husband was?
Lance Armstrong.
He was. Who performed the theme song for the 1997 James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies? It was Sheryl Crow.
Yes.
Yeah. Replaced a KD Lang song written for the film, which was used in the closing credits for KD. Lucy, so close, but yet so far. But thanks for being part of the show.
Thank you.
Great to have had you on here. Graham, you won $1,000. Right, 60 years of age, a father of the two boys who said, Andrew, who is with us today, and Christopher, who won 20 grand on the show. Twice divorced, third time lucky coming up, it says here, is that right?
Well, you got to keep your options open.
You've got to be, that's it. 60 years of age, living out of French Island. What are you doing there?
Well, I've been growing medicinal herbs, comfrey mainly, which should be good for your football club. Solves a lot of bruises and aches and pains. So,
yeah. Is that for the president or for the players?
Well, you're probably getting a bit of arthritis soon, so
Oh,
probably
thank
both.
you. Something to look forward to. Thanks, Graham. Great. Yeah. What are you going to do with $50,000?
Oh, straight to Jayco, and we'll get a nice second-hand camper van, and we'll trip up and down the coast. But first, I'll take Andrew to Copenhagen, to where my oldest son has been. We haven't had enough money to go there. He's been there for 18 months. So.
Now, I could tell by your reaction that this $50,000 means a bit to you.
Yeah, I haven't got any at the moment. I've had a lot of money at different times in my life, but I actually don't have any, so it does mean a hell of a lot.
And,
but I'm going to try hard.
Hey, Andrew, how good would we get over and catch up with Chris, your brother?
That'd be great. Yeah, absolutely.
The three boys on safari. Whereabouts in Copenhagen, did you say?
Well, right in the heart, yeah.
Good on you.
He works for the oil and gas company over there, yeah.
Graham, good luck. We're going to catch up with what's happening in the world with our news break. When we come back for the trip of a lifetime and to get back up on his feet, we'll be playing for $50,000. Graham's in the hot seat for $50,000 cash to get over and see your other son, Christopher, to take Andrew on the trip of a lifetime and to get yourself going. Get the Jayco, get down to Jerry Ryan.
Yeah, Jerry, he'll look after me.
He'll look after you, and mate, away you go. This for $50,000.
You're going to nail it.
A standard international unit, the becquerel, is a measure of what? A, magnetic force. B, electrical conductivity. C, light frequency. D, radioactivity. Becquerel.
I should know it.
Take your time, you've got 40 seconds. Becquerel.
Becquerel.
Magnetic force, electrical conductivity, light frequency, radioactivity. $20 seconds. What's going through that mind, mate?
Well,
15.
a lot.
12, come on. 10. Tell me, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go with my first sword, Ed, which is magnetic force.
4 seconds.
A, Ed.
A with the second on the clock. Graham, it's radioactivity. Henri Becquerel, who discovered spontaneous radioactivity, the French scientist, in 1903. He and Marie and Pierre Curie jointly awarded the Nobel Prize for their work in radioactivity. Sorry, mate, nearly got there. $1,000. Graham. Sorry, mate. Graham Little just won $1,000. See you next time on the Millionaire Hot Seat. Good night. Tonight we're going to give away $1 million to one of these 6 contestants. What do you reckon, yes? Why not? Let's give away a whole lot of money tonight, change somebody's life for the better and have some fun. I hope you enjoy it at home and answer all the questions. Let's get into it, meet our contestants tonight. In seat number 1 we have Sue Barker, not the tennis player but the woman who jumped into Sydney Harbour when the Manly Ferry was bearing down on her boat. At a Blues Brothers show at Universal Studios in the United States, Luke Lamont took over the singing of all of Jake's parts. Graham Little introduced Leighton Hewitt, Andrew Hoy and Diana Pittman all to each other at his stud farm. Animal lover Lucy Drayton owns a rescued racehorse and sponsors a dolphin and a bear. Derek Flynn had ambitions to become a miner but lasted only 2 days because of the isolation. And Shay McInerney saw what Hotseat can do when a Ballarat primary school received a whole lot of new shoes for the kids. Yeah, I remember that. Sue, let's go, come on. Hello, Sue Barker.
Eddie, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Sue Barker from?
Jerrabomberra.
Jerrabomberra.
In New South Wales.
Where's Jerrabomberra?
Just out of the ACT.
Near Canberra there, okay.
Yes.
Executive Assistant with the Masters Builders Association.
Yes.
That's away. How long have you been there for?
10 years in a couple of months.
Good on you. Alistair is your fiancé, getting married in 4 months' time. G'day, Big Al.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you? How did he propose?
Oh, it was very romantic. He actually took me, we met online, and he took me back to where we first went to meet up.
Yeah.
And
where was that?
well, at the National Library.
Yeah.
My
There's an exciting first date. Good on you, Al. Just swept her off her feet, huh?
We did
Was he
just
trying
meet
to
there
prove
for
he
a
was-
coffee.
Was he trying to prove he was smart, was he? Or
Something like
something
that.
Yeah,
Didn't
good on you.
work.
Yeah.
But my great-great-grandfather was a very well-known Victorian photographer. He took the very last photograph of Ned Kelly. But he took me to the library to show me some of his photos that were there. And then we went and back and sat in the seats that we'd originally sat in, and he told me how wonderful everything was, and then he just asked me.
Good, Al, I like that. That's magnificent. You've shown that you've actually listened to all the stories about her great-great-grandfather. You've remembered where you had your first date, didn't mix it up with the other one that you're running at the same time. So,
Thanks, Eddie.
good on you, mate, and good luck in 4 months'
Thank
time.
you. Thank
Good stuff.
you.
Give him a big round of applause, Sue and Alistair. 4 kids, Kate, Simon, Dan and Amy. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's win some money in Hot Seat. Go!